Hello there, this is Dana Arcuri, author, speaker, survivor, and advocate from danaarcuri.com. Thank you so much for joining me, and happy May to you. Spring has sprung. It is such a wonderful day here, and I took a little sneak peek of the calendar for May because while I'm recording this, it is the last day of April, but when this video goes live, it will be May 2021. And so to my surprise, oh, I'm so happy, this was the theme for the month of May. And the month of May on my wonderful inspirational calendar says, let's be joyful. And I just think that is just absolutely wonderful. I think that no matter how we could get down and out over certain things in life that we may have no control over, and that we may have our own set of challenges and obstacles and adversity that we face in life, there are times we need to be our own sunshine. There are times that we need to be our own cheerleader, that we need to be cheering ourselves on. And so today I really feel this like totally new energy. I woke up with this beautiful, lighter, happy energy within me. And I'm telling you, all day today, I've just been cracking up, laughing. There's so many different things going on behind the scenes. And today I just have been full of happiness and joy and love and light and peace. And I wanted to do a video that is more inspirational because, hey, don't we all need a little bit of inspiration every now and then? A little bit of motivation. And so today I'm going to bring you some sunshine into your life. And we're going to talk about something that I'm really passionate about. So I'm giving a shout out to all of you late bloomers. Woo woo! You know who you are. There are a lot of people who might be middle-aged. They might be actually even up there in their 50s or 60s or senior citizens at this point. You know, there's a lot of different age groups that do follow me on my YouTube channel. And while it's at least 80% females, I know there's a lot of men who still watch my videos, who give a lot of comments, who have become my friends. And thank you so much for that. And there's a lot of both men and women, young and old, who have been following me for years and years on my YouTube channel. And so today I'm going to give you some inspiration and share a little bit of my story about being a late bloomer. And then I'm going to share with you a little bit about some famous people who really inspire me. I mean, people who I'm just in awe of their success, of their life victories, of how they turn their life around and they followed their dreams. And so, you know, in my opinion, age is just a number. You know, people could say so many different things when it, comes to our age and life. And, we always hear all these different names, kind of like nicknames, phrases for people, whether it is the millennials or they say the boomers, and there's just so many different names. But the truth is this. I've always felt young at heart. So regardless of my age, I have always felt young at heart. I'm going to keep it real. I don't act my age. For those who don't know my age, you're going to find out real soon. But I'm going to keep it as authentic and vulnerable and keep it kind of real for you people that, like fine wine, we get better through age, through maturity, through learning those hard rock lessons in life. Boy, some of us have been knocked off our feet more than once, and yet we rose back up. And so I think that is just fantastic when we can have optimism and we could be very positive and know that there's so much greatness ahead of us no matter what season in life we're at. So whether you are young or whether you are what's considered more old or more mature in our society's viewpoint, know that nothing is like too much for you. You're not too late. You're not too old. You're not moving past these opportunities. Life didn't pass you by. Really, that's what's on my mind right now. Life did not pass you by. Oh no, you can grab hold of anything that you want. Whether you want a new home, you want to get married, you want to start a family, you want to build your dream home, you want to go on vacation or travel the world, you want to start your own business, you want to really get on the other side of healing because you have tried so hard to recover from things that have been hard. Maybe you have struggled, but know that you're never too old to heal, to have better health, to have happiness and joy and peace and prosperity and success and achieve the greatest dreams that you've ever imagined in your life. And so I'm going to share a little bit about me, because this topic is about late bloomers. Now, I've always felt like I have been a late bloomer. So I really did follow some dreams at a young age. So, hey, I did go after some of my dreams at a young age. I got into the beauty industry when I was in my 20s. I was so passionate about it. And for like 30 some years, I was really, really into the makeup artistry and the hairdressing and the aesthetic skincare and working with burn survivors and cancer survivors and doing camouflage makeup. And I've been on TV with PBS, and I've had my name and credits on national TV, on international TV. And I'm so honored for that. But the truth is that I didn't actually step into my true calling until much, much later in life. And let's be real, that some of us did choose to really go full time in parenting our kids. Some of us put our own dreams and life purpose on the back burner until our children grew up. And that is perfectly fine. I really juggled a lot in my younger years, in my 20s and my 30s. I juggled a lot. I wore so many different hats. I volunteered at church. I was a mom. I volunteered with my kids at school. I helped my kids with their IEPs and their learning challenges. And I was an advocate for them. They were my top priority when they were youngsters. And I am so, so thankful that I carved out time and a chunk of my life dedicated to being a mother, and hey, we're getting ready to celebrate Mother's Day. And so I'm giving all hats off to all mothers. So whether you're a single mom, you rock. Whether you're a married mom, you rock. Whether somewhere along the pathway you wanted to have kids and it didn't happen for you. Maybe you dealt with infertility. I know it's not easy. I know sometimes it's so painful when we want something so desperately and it doesn't happen. And yet we can find out that there are other ways we can make our dreams come true. That's why some people are school teachers. That's why some people advocate for children. Maybe they didn't have kids of their own, but they're doing something they're passionate about, and they're pursuing things in the career arena for them so they could have children to be a part of their life. And so that is a beautiful thing when we're giving to the younger generation. And we must know that us people who are older, hey, I'm one of them, who are older, we can give a lot of wisdom and knowledge and education and empowerment to those who are younger. We can help them along their own journey in life. Because guess what? With age does come wisdom. With maturity does come a whole new way of thinking, a brand new perspective, clarity, and so much beautiful, enlightenment around us. And so, I come to see that there's many life-changing moments that we all experience in life. And some of it may have happened when you were younger, and some of it may very well happen in an older age. And so that is just fantastic. At 37 years old, I started public speaking. When I was 46 years old, I started this YouTube channel. It just started out where Beth Jones, one of my friends, motivated me to start sharing some of my messages. And during that timeline, I was a different person back then. So much has changed now. A lot can change within 10, 12, 13 years. And I guarantee I'm not the same person I was when I started this YouTube channel. I've really grown. I've really changed. I've really switched up my focus and things that I'm passionate about. And so I thank everyone who has been following me, whether you're brand new to my channel or whether you've been here for the long haul. Thank you for being my friend. When I was 50 years old, I became a published author. Now, for those who don't know, while I did love the beauty industry, my first love has always been and will always be writing books, writing blogs, writing poetry, writing from the heart, writing where it hurts, writing and speaking the truth, writing to educate, writing to motivate, writing to inspire, writing to heal. So writing is my heart. It makes my soul sing. It brings me so much happiness and so much rewards, and even if there's no money linked to it, because I'm just going to give a little, hey, guess what, FYI, a lot of authors really aren't making a whole heck of a lot of money, unless you're someone like Nicholas Sparks, you just may not be making a whole lot in your royalties on Amazon or wherever else you have your books posted to. But the thing is this, that I know that my mission in life and writing books actually gives so much to the community around me, to the world globally around me, internationally. I'm able to reach people through my books and through my YouTube channel who I never would have been able to reach just in my hometown where I live right now. So there is such greatness when we can stretch ourselves and put ourselves out there. We show up, we dress up, we speak up, and it is helping many, many people. And I have to say that what really empowered me was understanding that our voice does matter, especially when we speak for those who are voiceless. And that even though I may have been a late bloomer and didn't get published and start writing books until I was much, much older in life, it has been a breath of fresh air for me. I enjoy when different readers write reviews for me, or they write blogs about me, or they just randomly send me a message saying, hey, Dana, you blessed me. You helped me. You're helping to heal me. Thank you so much for your books. So that is such a humbling thing in my life. And I am so, so incredibly honored to be an author and to be a person who can help you along your own healing journey in life. So when I was 50 years old, oh man, that was a great year for me. I'm going to give a shout out to anyone who's 50. Boom! 50 is awesome. Did you know that 50 is the year of favor? It's true. It's the year of favor. So when I turned 50, I had so many positive blessings come into my life. It's just like the door opened up and like boom, boom, boom. I just had one thing after another that was an opportunity to build my platform as a speaker and as an author and as an advocate. And so I'm going to share something with you that was like the highlight of the year when I was 50 years old. So during that timeline, when I turned 50, someone super famous, Oprah Winfrey, shared my quote from my book on her website. So she was doing something that was called 21 Days of Manifesting Grace Through Gratitude. And she shared from one of my books my quote, and I didn't know about it. So when this actually happened, I was completely unaware. No idea how she found me. No idea how she found my book. I have no idea how she came across this particular quote of mine to do with gratitude. But at that time I was on Facebook, and so someone sent me a private message and they said, hey, Dana, did you know that Oprah Winfrey quoted you on her website? And so I read it and I'm like, what? Like snap, woo, hey, this is awesome. So she gave me the link. I went over, checked it out, and oh yes, Oprah Winfrey really did quote me. So I'm going to give you the quote today because I know if I don't, everyone's going to be like, what was your quote? What was your quote? So here's the quote that was in my book. And it was in my devotional, Harvest of Hope, Living Victoriously Through Adversity. And the quote says, "The more you are grateful for what you have, the more you can live fully in the present." And anyways, that was just such a beautiful thing that happened to me when Oprah quoted me. And I'll never forget that. When I turned 53 years of age, I became a lot more braver. I became a truth seeker. I was a whistleblower, and I publicly disclosed my past abuse. And while it was intimidating, and while it could have been a bit scary, and you just don't know what's going to happen when you openly share publicly that you had a narcissistic mother, or that you were sexually assaulted, or that your mother abused you and neglected you. You never know what's going to happen when you throw that out. When you just start talking about these really personal, confidential things. And what happened was I became friends with so many other abuse survivors. I made connections with people who suffered narcissistic abuse, sibling abuse, dysfunctional families, rape, bullying, gaslighting, manipulation, and the list goes on and on. So I have made a lot of connections with like-minded people who have experienced very similar things to me. And I'm so thankful for making these new friends and new associations. And we both, all of us are stronger together. All of us make a difference when we start sharing these experiences and how we have overcome the obstacles, the manipulation, and the past abuse. And so at 55 years old, I felt a little nudge. For many years, God was knocking on my door, people. I'm going to keep it real. I knew that I was meant to write a book about my abuse. I knew that I was being called to step up and to be bold and be brave and write where it hurts and write the truth about abuse. And so in 2019, I started writing my book, Soul Cry, Releasing and Healing the Wounds of Trauma. And this book was the most fascinating experience of my life. And 2 short months, I started and finished this book, which was an entire 30 chapters, plus a lot of other content like professional resources for those who are going through trauma or any form of abuse. And I give a lot of professional resources for those who are looking for help, especially after suffering anything that was traumatic and abusive. I started this brand new chapter in my life, and here it is, obviously later in life. Come on, people, I'm in my older 50s now. I don't feel it. I'm going to keep it honest. So many times people say, that they might feel older than their age. I feel younger than my age. I feel like I'm in my 40s. I don't act my age because I don't want to act like some older person. I know I don't know it all. We've never reached this point of being everything, of knowing everything, of reaching the top of the top of the top of the mountain. We are always life learners, and we're always on a pathway where we can learn. We can gain insight, we can educate ourselves, we can become empowered, we could change our perspective, we could change our belief systems, we could change who we are from the inside out. And I know I have most certainly done that. So I started the brand new chapter in my life in my middle age. And now I'm on another journey, this new beautiful adventure that started in 2021, let's get the year straight now. 2021, woo woo, such a better year than last year, isn't it, folks? Oh, it is fantastic that the brand new doors opened up for me in 2021, in which I am in school to become a certified trauma recovery coach. And we're already now beyond the halfway point. So I will be done with school at the very end of July 2021. And we'll go onward to complete my certification. This has been such a beautiful experience for me. It's enlightening, it's educational. I'm gaining so much insight, wisdom, knowledge, statistics. Oh, the statistics on abuse, trauma, rape, narcissistic abuse. We cover this broad range of topics in my class. But what's so cool is being able to coach in my classes. So we're at the timeline of my class where we're all coaching each other. And it is exhilarating for me. You know, when you step into your passion, no matter how old you are, no matter if you're a late bloomer, when you step into your passion, how you know that you're on the right pathway is that it ignites something within you. It lights the fire within you. You become excited and enthusiastic and optimistic, and you are so thrilled for this adventure in your life. And that is one sign that you're on the right path. When these things just keep unfolding and they're like aha moments where you keep learning. You know, we will learn for as long as we're on this earth, something new every day. You know, are you willing? Are you willing to learn something new? Are you willing to open up your mind and try something that you never tried before? Are you willing to take a risk? Are you willing to believe in yourself? Are you willing to be the cheerleader for your life and to go after what you love, what you are so passionate about? I sure hope so, and I'm encouraging you to do so today. Let's know that when we are older and we might be these late bloomers, nothing's too difficult for us. I really believe that there's a lot of really feisty, fun, and fabulous people who are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. And I'm going to share some of these wonderful, famous people who had been late bloomers in life, and they are so, so inspirational. So again, you're never too old to start over. You're never too old to begin a new chapter in your life. You're never too old to dream. You're never too old to go for it. So do it. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for next year. Don't wait 10 more years from now. Whatever your heart desires are, I really hope and pray that you step into this new chapter of your life and you believe in yourself and you go for it. Let's talk now about some very famous late bloomers. And so the first one is Julia Child. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Julia Child. I know you must know her name. Most people do. Maybe you watched her movies. Maybe you watched her cooking channel. Maybe you read her cookbooks. However, at 49 years of age, Julia Child published her first cookbook that was called Mastering the Art of French Cooking. At 51, she had her first television cooking show. At 69, she co-founded the American Institute of Wine and Food. Whew, love that. At 72 years old, Julia Child finished her series of 6 videotapes named The Way to Cook. Way to go, Julia Child. I am impressed. Man, you go, girl. Number 7 is Morgan Freeman. Oh, I love Morgan Freeman. I've watched so many of his movies, and while they could be so different, you know, he's been in movies that are very, very serious, and he's been in movies that are so comical. I love a good laugh, as many of you know. And so Morgan Freeman is someone who I'm fond of. So when he got his big break in life, he was 52 years old. He became famous for his role in the movie Glory and the movie Driving with Miss Daisy. That was such a cute movie. And he earned himself an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. Such an accomplishment in life. So again, you're never too old. Never too old to face your challenges and to say, you know what, regardless of my age, regardless of, like, say financial problems, say health concerns, say different things that might be like a roadblock. No, these people like Morgan Freeman and Julia Child were like, hell no, I'm gonna go for it. I'm chasing my dreams. And so they did. And this is so empowering. Next is Lucille Ball. And we all know Lucille. Come on now, don't tell me you don't know Lucille Ball. When she was 40 years old, she first starred in her movie, I Love Lucy. And I tell you, I do love Lucy. And afterwards, she ran her own TV production company. So Lucille Ball, just a feisty, fun, redheaded woman, just a ball of fun. And I just really, really love all of her shows, and very, very humorous. Next would be Clara Peller. Now, this name might not ring a bell for some of you, but in a minute, you're going to know who I'm talking about. Okay, so Clara Peller was an 80-year-old manicurist who raised 2 children of her own, and she was a single mom. Wow, hats off to you, Clara. So Sarah was a single mother, and she was hired for a commercial in a barber shop. So pretty incredible story. Sarah made her iconic debut when she was 81 years old. Come on, people. Come on. Isn't this just fantastic? 81, man. I hope I have the feistiness of her when I'm 81. So she had her first iconic debut when she was 81 years old in the Wendy's fast food commercial. And I'm going to just kind of help you remember who she is. So she is the senior citizen woman in the Wendy's commercial who loudly asked the question, "Where's the beef?" So that was Clara Peller who said, "Where's the beef?" in the Wendy's commercial. And she went onward to have some more incredible experiences and new doors of opportunity happen in her late 80s. I mean, can you imagine just going and still doing your thing and living your life of purpose when you are a senior citizen? Wow. So I really admire people who, like all of the ones I just mentioned, plus so many other people. You yourself may have a list you may want to share with me, and feel free in the comments to share who do you know who was a late bloomer in life, maybe an actor, a singer, a comedian, a writer, anyone. You know, there's so many different people that are absolute legends in life. And so we have to know that, you know, age is not, you know, like the end of your life. You know, when people like they say, "Oh, I don't want to turn 40," or "I don't want to turn 50," or "I don't want to turn 60." And there are people who are so down on their age. But you know what? It doesn't matter how old you are. You can be used for greater purpose. And your message can be for someone, whether they're young or whether they're old. You can inspire people by shining the light on your own personal experiences, on your own valuable life lessons. And you could be someone who could really motivate the younger generation. And so we have to understand you're never too old to find love. You're not too old to begin a new career. You're not too old to go back to school. You're never too old to have children. Plenty of people have adopted or become foster parents, or some got involved in working with animals in an animal shelter. Maybe they couldn't have kids, but they love animals. They're just so passionate about rescue dogs, rescue cats, rescue horses, or any other animals. So they're going out and they're giving love to the furry friends. And I so think that is such a wonderful, rewarding career path to take. You are never too old to improve your health, your body, your mind, your soul. You are never too old to be the best version of you. So you have to know that anything is possible when you put your mind to it. So regardless of your age, regardless of your past and any limitations that may be right now, you know, feeling like an obstacle, understand that you could still dream your dreams. You could still chase all of your aspirations. Focus on one step at a time. Have a clear visual of what you would like to achieve, and keep on keeping on. You could like my channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, visit me at Dana Arcuri, and then share with me, are you a late bloomer? If so, share a little bit about your personal experience, share about maybe things that you accomplished later in life. I would so love to connect with you. And thank you so much for bringing sunshine into my life today. Have a great, beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.